Hi, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Rural Juror Brewery Tour. Well said. I'm Seth. Today we're going to be exploring the age-old question, bottles or cans, which is better? Let's first look at a history of each one. Bottles are said to have their origins around 440 years ago in England. The story goes that a fisherman brought a bottle of ale with him, and it started secondary fermentation when he went to open it the next day, giving him that pop sound and a bit of a fizz. This was very exciting, as all beers in England at that time were flat cask ales. Because of the bottles being hand-blown, they were not really uniform and usually not able to hold the pressure of carbonation. Therefore, exploding glass and beer went everywhere. Not ideal for anyone at that time. Around the mid to late 1600s, there seems to be some sort of codifying of bottles, and they were much more readily available. Bottles remained expensive though, and fairly labor-intensive, but to allow beer to be portable, it was really the only option other than stoneware, which is extremely heavy. Cans were first put into production around 1935 by Gottfried Kruger's Brewing Company, and then very quickly later by Pabst. It was a slow uptake by breweries because it was very costly to change their bottling line over to canning. Many went with cone top cans so that they could use bottle caps from their existing bottling lines. Canning all but stopped during the Second World War due to metals being needed for the war effort, but when the war was over, canning saw a huge boom. In the 1950s and 60s in Europe, there was the party can, which held 4 to 7 pints. This was unfortunately short-lived and did not catch on in North America. In the late 1950s, we saw the use of all aluminum cans, or as the British say, aluminium. By 1962, Iron City Brewing was the first to use a pull-tab style can. Schlitz soon followed, tweaking it by adding the first finger loop. By the early 1970s, cans outsold bottles for the first time, and by 1975, the pull tab we all know and love today was first used. This leads us back to the question, which is better? Today, with the rise of microbreweries, we see everything used as beer vessels. Crowlers, 1-liter cans, growlers, grunters, howlers, 650, 500, 341 ml bottles, tallboy cans, king cans, and short cans. Some breweries use both bottles and cans, while others use one exclusively. So let's start comparison. Bottles are much more expensive to purchase. Bottles are heavier, much more fragile to transport. Cans block out all of the damaging UV light. Bottles do some. The best is brown bottles, almost 99% of UV light, but not all. Cans seal perfectly and are airtight, while some bottles allow small bits of air through the seal. Aluminum is better for the environment due to being lighter, therefore needing less fuel to transport, and is recycled more based on statistics. Some people say there's a can taint, or a metallic taste that comes when beer is in cans as opposed to bottles. There have been blind taste tests that have proven this to be false and unsubstantiated. Usually, can taint is actually due to brewing or equipment cleaning issues. Just to demonstrate the point, have you ever thought that draft beer tastes metallic? It's stored in a metal keg. Exactly. All in all, it sounds to me like cans have kind of won. But, like I said, some breweries only do bottles, and I'm not willing to make that sacrifice for great beer. Leave a comment below as to which one you prefer. Thanks so much for listening, and make sure you check out our other videos and like and subscribe.